Namaste, and welcome to Mindfulness Moment. Today we're going to play around with different seats, right? Seats of meditation, seats of mindfulness. So this could be a seat, for example. You could be sitting at your desk or seated in a chair, sitting nice and tall and upright, being very, very clearly grounded. You could take a seat. I'm going to come down and kneel here on my blanket and take this block, this yoga block, and put it between my thighs and sit myself down on my shins in a pose called Virasana, a pose called the Hero's Pose. This is also a seat of mindfulness, a seat of meditation. Takes a little bit of getting used to. I like to kind of lift myself up and maybe invite the calf muscles to roll out a bit to get yourself nice and comfortable. Again, I have a block underneath me. You could also, speaking of seats, maybe sit down on top of a pillow in a cross-legged position. So the wonderful thing about this practice, it is available to all beings in every way, in any way. It comes to meet you. So a place that you can be comfortable today, let's get started there in our seat. So taking a mudra, once we arrived, make sure you're comfortable and upright. Take the mudra today. The thumbs are gently touching, the index fingers are touching, and then just gently drop your hands so that the fingers facing down. And the tips of your thumbs are right in line with the navel. So just be in this position for a moment. Let your eyes get nice and soft. Collarbones are open, and just start to breathe here. Deep breathing. So once we've established a physical seat, here we go. Here we go right into the awareness of our breath. And this is very much the essence of the mindfulness practice, that we simply become aware. We become aware of our physical body, our posture. We become aware of the quality of our breath. So pay attention here. Bring your mind's eye, all of your awareness. Put everything else down. Just let it sit off to the side, including all your thoughts. Just let them sit off to the side. And come here to this moment. Just the tips of your fingers are touching. The breath is flowing, and your seat is steady. Your seat is still. Let your shoulders get relaxed. Notice as I'm finding my way home to this seat, I can sense areas that feel a little bit tense, particularly for me at the tops of my shoulders today. Notice for yourself, your beautiful body, are there areas that feel a little tense, or maybe areas that feel blocked? Just notice, observe. Go back to the awareness of your breath. Deep and complete. So taking pause in our day for the practice of mindfulness. A few more breaths just like that. You feel your energy. Right, we're trying to bring it all in, right to the tips of our fingers. If you have had a busy morning, or perhaps maybe you had a slow, kind of dull morning, bringing awareness and attention now to this moment, letting go of what has been past, letting go of what will be in future, and just coming here. Take a deep, full breath in, lift all the way up. As you exhale now, drop your chin to your chest. Go ahead, lift your hands, bring your hands together in a prayer, and root that prayer right at your heart. Push your thumbs into your sternum and lift your sternum and lift your gaze, and set an intention for this day's mindfulness practice, this mindfulness moment that you have here. Take a deep breath in. And exhale and let it all go. Take the arms out to the sides. It doesn't matter what seat you're in now. Reach your arms all the way up. Pull your heart between your hands. And we're going to flow forward here. So hinging out of the hips, out forward. You feel the length through the back of your body, let your head bow wherever you are, and deep breathing in and deep breathing out. Inhaling and exhaling. So you notice here energetically, this particular form, the shape is very different, right? Head is bowed, you're surrendering here, releasing the energies. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Go ahead, use your core energy, lift yourself right back up, your arms lift to the sky, a deep breath in, and exhale, hands back to your heart in a prayer. Perfect, and then gently release, shrug your shoulders. We're gonna come out of that now. You can stay if you wanna come down onto the ground if you were in a seat, or you can do these postures standing. I'm just gonna move that chair off to the side for a moment. And on hands and knees here, or standing, we're going to start to flow and move and posture the body into the shape of a cow pose, looking forward. You're on your hands and knees. Feel the energy there. And into a cat pose, rounding, chin to chest, untuck your toes. And just move like that. If you're standing, just move with awareness. The feet are underneath your hips and work that beautiful spine. Breathing in, breathing out. Very intentional, right? You feel the earth beneath you. You feel foundation, right? Underneath the hands if you're on the ground, underneath the soles of your feet if you're standing. Working from that place with great energy, with great awareness. Deep breathing in and deep breathing out. Good, inhaling forward, filling all the way up here. And then exhale, if you're on the ground, just pull your hips back, keep your toes tucked. If you are standing, you can go sit back down in your chair and take a forward bend, or just surrender into a standing forward bend and let go, let be. Wherever you are, go ahead and crawl your hands over towards the left side. So a big stretch, you'll feel that in your side body. You're standing there, it's sort of a twist, your right hand against your left shin, stretching long and strong through the back of the body, open heart, in and out. Go ahead and come back to the center, use your breath, and go up and over to the other side. Your nice deep breath in and out. Inhaling and exhaling. These full breaths. Come back up to the center. Use your breath. Inhale, lift yourself back up onto all fours. If you're down on the ground, you can tuck your toes. We're going to come to a downward facing dog. If you are standing, maybe you pull your hips out, you pull your hands out to kind of a nice short dog. Just reach your hands out. You can even take the chair out in front of you, or put the hands on a chair and take a downward facing dog shape here. So there's many variations of this pose. Stretch, stretch, and breathe. That is the mindfulness practice, awareness of the physical body. Wherever you are, you might try to straighten your legs. Right? If you're in your dog, maybe those heels drop down into the ground. Nice full breath here. Inhaling and exhaling. Just this stretch, it brings a lot of release into the lower back area, the stretch as it is. Good. Wherever you are, we're going to eventually all land in a standing forward bend now. So if you were in your dog pose, you can walk your hands back. If you had your hands against a chair, just release the chair and then just relax here, up and over your legs. Nice, long, full breaths. Go ahead and slowly roll yourself all the way up. Coming to stand, your shoulders can shrug to your ears, float the arms out to the side. Go ahead and take that mudra again. Thumbs touch and index fingers touch. Hands drop down for a moment, and deep breathing. Use your breaths, draw your elbows back alongside your body. Go ahead and tense and tips of all fingers touching. Float the arms up over your head. So deep breath here, up and over to the left. Just keep the tips of your fingers touching. Good, come back up to the center. Go up and over to the right side. Come back to the center. Separate your arms and dive forward, just flowing. beautiful swan dive into a forward bend. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, release it down. We'll twist, left hand to right shin, right arm floats to the sky. So feel the length through the side of your body and open the top of your chest. Your heart is lifted to the sky. Exhale and gently release. Take a deep breath here. Empty it out through your mouth. Let's twist to the second side. So it'll be the right hand on the left shin, left arm up, up, up to the sky. So I'm not just opening up here the arm, right? It's the chest. The heart center is nice and long and spacious and open. The spine, nice and long and spacious and open. Exhale, gently release the standing forward bend. Shake your head yes or no. Open your mouth, soft and gentle. Empty it out. If you have anything in front of you, go ahead and just move it off to the side and take your time to slowly and gently roll yourself all the way up. Perfect. Nice, strong, full breaths. Go ahead and swirl into your wrists, a little curl into your wrists. I'm taking my feet out. I happen to have a yoga mat today, so working, it might be a little bit wider than your yoga mat that stands. We'll swirl and twirl. Let's swirl and twirl into the hips. So go in one direction, the other direction. Start to swing your arms too. Just a gentle twist here in the spine. Lots of breath. Right? Typically in our workday, we do spend a lot of time in our seat. So opening up the spine and twisting, letting the energy flow in all different directions. This is how our beautiful body is actually designed to move throughout the day. So reach, take the arms out to the side, turn your palms up, open the arms in this big open space, big V position. Exhale, bend your knees, you're gonna come down. Hands can walk out in front of you. Again, this is the place that you might put your hands on a chair. You can put that chair out in front of you. I'm not going to use the chair. I'm going to use the ground, pulling the hands forward, bend the knees and pull your hips back. So it's like a wide-legged downward facing dog. Breathing in, breathing out. Again, this is very, very good for that lower back sacral area. Bend your knees. You can sink your hips down towards a squat. Get pretty low there if that's appropriate. And then straighten your legs back up. Try it again. Lower, lower, lower. Sinking the hips nice. And then gently lifting the hips back up. One more time. Bending, bending, bending. And lifting the hips back up. We can twist here. Right arm up to the sky. And lift and lengthen. Chest is open. Full breath in, exhale, gently release. Right hand down, left arm up. So again, this is a nice way, right, throughout your day, just this little break to get the energy to move, especially in that spine. Let your head and neck relax. Oh, you can wiggle your toes a bit. And then slowly come up. Slowly come up. You're going to put your hands on your inner thighs. Your thumbs are on your inner thighs. Up right here in the torso, very much like we were in our seat, right? So the pelvis is not tucked under, the pelvis isn't tilting back. You're very much like in your whatever seat you were working with earlier. You're going to bend the knees, cactus your arms out to the side. Now take a deep breath in, empty it out, sink a little deeper. Now inhale, rising up. Your elbows will come to touch, then the hands, and then exhale, open up. Inhale, rise up. Elbows and fingers, exhale down. Inhale, rising back up. Exhale back down. Again, up you go. And exhale back down. Hands again to your inner thighs. Little undulation of your spine. Rock and roll. So chest is forward, spine is rounding as you come up. Right, feel that energy, sink down and then rise back up. Two more like that, sink down, rise up. Once more, sinking down and then gently, gently coming back up. Keep your head down, use your breath. You can turn back towards the center, towards back to the center. Standing nice and tall here, shrug your shoulders. Tense your fingers, just the tips of your fingers touching. Float the arms up over your head. Lean back, heart is wide open here. Keep all of that, right? Keep all of that energy. And then take a giant step forward with your right foot. Ground down through the back foot, that left foot. Bring your hands here, right? Tenting fingers, touch the thumbs to the sternum, and then bend a little deeper. Bend a little deeper into that front leg. Back leg is nice and strong. I feel a really beautiful stretch down that back calf and into the Achilles. Both the arms out to the side, arms lift. Virabhadrasana 1. Breathing in and out. Warrior 1. Go ahead and straighten that front leg, lean back and flow forward. So keep the front leg straight. Just reach forward. Reach, reach, reach. Keep real pause here halfway. Float the arms out to the side. Listen, we'll do a little twist here. The left hand to the right shin, right arm forward, and then turn and twist and open. And send your gaze to the sky and breathe deep. Off you go. Perfect. Use your breath. Come back to the center. Put both hands onto your hips. Elbows are together as you lift yourself up. Nice. Use your breath. Go into the ball of your back foot. Step your left foot forward. And then step your right foot back. Take a nice spacious step there. Nice spacious step. Nice full breath. Back leg strong and straight. Bend the front knee. Beautiful. Arms float to the side. There's that warrior shape again. Again, this is so good for the whole of your body and so good to take a break in your day, right? This is a very powerful shape and form. The openness of your heart. Beautiful. Front leg can straighten, flow forward. So hinging forward. Front leg is straight, long spine, arms out to the side. This time, right hand to left shin, left arm forward, and then up to the sky. You turn and look up. And there's the breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Send your gaze down. Put your left hand to your left hip, your right hand to your right hip. Stand nice and tall. Use your breath and step your right foot forward to meet. You were standing nice and tall. Beautiful. Hands to your heart. The tips of the fingers touching. Nice. You can shake it out. So it doesn't take a lot, right? To get the body moving, to get things flowing. The real practice is the practice of mindfulness, to do whatever you're doing with great attention, with great awareness. So go ahead and take a seat up on something. Remembering it could be a chair, it could be a stool. If you have wheels, make sure it's pretty stable for yourself here. Hands down, feet are underneath you with this nice, tall, beautiful seat. Go ahead and lean back and hug the left knee into your chest. Give it a hug. Kick that leg forward, interlace your hands back behind the thigh, and then just lift. Hands are behind your thighs. Straighten, push through the heel of that left leg. Try to sit up as tall as you can. Lean back, and then gently release that foot down. The heel draws into the ground. Take it straight. Arms lift up over your head. Deep breath in. Hinge forward any amount, right? You can put your hands back here to your hips. You might even grab the back of your chair. That gives you a nice shoulder opening to make sure you're safe. Maybe it's a stool that you're working on. And then a little stretch. This little sciatic flossing, right? Lower down, pelvic floor muscles are strong, core is strong. So I'm not rounding here. I'm lifting up and out through the chest. Good, and then come back here to center. Take that left knee with you and then stack ankle to knee. This is a good one, right? We've talked about the different seats in a chair and that hero's pose. This one is a real wonderful prep for a lotus position, right? When you cross your legs, so feel this. Beautiful stretch into the hips. Arms lift up again, get nice and tall. Stay tall as you hinge forward. You can maybe get your elbows in front of your shin or rest your elbows here on top of your thighs. Palms are open. Most important thing is mindfulness, is being here now. Very aware of your breath. And gently come up. Take that left leg, swing it out. Again, anytime during your day, you can take just a little mindfulness moment break and move the body like this. Bring your knee into your chest. This is the right knee. And fill that energy up. Extend the leg forward, your hands behind your thigh. Lift up nice and tall, nice and strong. Go ahead and lower that foot down. Sit tall. Deep breath. And then a hinge, a hinge, a hinge. This side is a little bit different for me. A little bit tighter on this side. Try to keep lifting the quads up too. You feel those strong thigh muscles working. Foot is flexed. Deep breathing. I try to do this one regularly. I have a little bit of sciatic back stuff going on. And this is a really lovely stretch for that, right? You can come to it a few times. The key again is awareness. If you spend a moment, right, even a few moments, 1 or 2 moments in your day, very, very mindfully stretching, the body will really appreciate that, right? The body will respond and then gently come up. And then in turn, right, the mind, the heart, everything gets soft. Bring your knee up into your chest and we can just open ourselves up to, right, the beauty of the moment. So you're taking ankle to knee. Again, so profoundly simple in a way, right? That just this moment, this moment in my right hip, feeling it. This moment in this beautiful day, the second day of summer, right? Here we are, right? Reach your arms all the way up. And then exhale, forward you go and take the forward bend. Remembering I didn't collapse in that. I didn't round into it. It's very energetic and forward and open and spacious. I feel that stretch. I feel that stretch in my hip. Keep that right foot flexed. That's the key here. That's important. You're going to have a nice clear alignment from the second to third toe up towards your knee. Good. And then gently rise back up. You can undo that. And take a seat now, a seat of meditation. I'm just rocking and rolling while I'm talking about that, kind of getting into that lower back area. So choose the seat for your meditation practice today. Again, it can be a chair on the ground if you want to come down to a hero's pose. I take it typically with some support underneath the knees. I take it also with support underneath my hips. Now, for me, it is comfortable. I can sit here. Now, the support for my hips is actually the heels of my feet. But if that's not so supportive, you might consider putting a block between your thighs. It keeps you a little bit more lifted, the knees a little bit freer. So go ahead and gather your beautiful body. Gather yourself to a place that you can be very still. And that's the invitation in the mindfulness practice, is the stillness. And it takes a moment for that stillness to come. The body is very used to moving. We, in our beautiful minds, are very used to moving, right? So inviting the whole package, the whole beautiful body, the mind to begin to still, takes a moment, right, to settle ourselves down. Today, I am keeping my hands down. I need a little grounding. So root your hands down if that feels appropriate. Maybe your hands are going to be facing up. You determine, you'll know energetically where you are in this moment. And here we go. We go into the practice of meditation using the practice that we work with each time we pay attention, right? This awareness. So go to the physical body first. Where do you feel sensation? And you don't have to react to that sensation. Just notice what you feel. Breathe into it. And here now, right? Keep coming back. Keep coming back. If your mind has wandered away, or maybe the body has started to fidget a bit, exhale and come back. Let's come back to this. It's quite a beautiful, amazing luxury to be able to sit, be able to sit in awareness, this precious moment. Start to deepen your breath, filling up completely, emptying completely here now, this beautiful moment in time. Good. Continue to deepen your breath. And on your next inhalation, lift your arms to the sky, get nice and tall. Heart is wide and spacious. Bring your hands, just the tips of your fingers, to touch above your crown, above your head. We did this practice for the benefit of all beings. May all beings be free. May all beings be safe. And may all beings be happy. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, go ahead and bring your hands right through the midline, over your nose, your mouth, and let your hands land here at your heart, pressing your palms together in a prayer. Namaste. Thank you so much for the privilege and honor of guiding you through this mindfulness moment practice. Wish you a beautiful, beautiful day. Maybe you sprinkle a little mindfulness practice throughout the